Hello, Cassie.
Hey there, Jim. How are ya?
I'm doing all right. We had so much fun yesterday. We decided to do it all over again today, didn't
Right, right.
we? In case people don't get the joke on what Cassie and I are talking about, we had a little bit of fun with our interview yesterday. And so we just decided that we wanted to do it again and talk about a lot of the same things here and everything. So Cassie, tell me real briefly about your business and what you do here for the community.
Sure. I am a functional nutritional therapy practitioner. And for those of you who are not familiar with that, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian. I actually use a little bit of functional medicine mixed in with some nutrition and supplementation. But my ultimate goal is to reconnect people with the healing power of real food.
Real food.
Yes,
That
real
doesn't
food.
mean excessive amounts of real food.
It really depends on the person.
Well, in my case, I can't have too much food because we all know what happens.
So a lot of people don't realize that when we start eliminating processed packaged foods and eat real foods, like when, as close to um, the way they come in nature as possible. So shopping the perimeter of the grocery store where there's whole meats like chicken breast and
Mhm.
steaks and things like that, and the produce, fresh fruits and vegetables, you can actually eat quite a bit more of those than you would with processed packaged foods because they don't have as many calories and they don't have they're much more nutrient packed.
So what do people do? Do they like contact you directly and do you just kind of then coach them along or what?
So I offer a couple different options for people. A lot of people like doing the private coaching. So what I do with that is I help them identify what their nutritional deficiencies are with a really comprehensive assessment that they
Mhm.
do. It's over 300 questions and it tells me, I mean, everything, like things you wouldn't even consider, like if your fingernails are peeling or chipping, that can be a sign of a nutritional deficiency. Constant chronic heartburn, that's typically a sign of a nutritional deficiency. And I
How
take
about
all,
how about an expanding waistline?
yeah, that it can definitely be that. Yeah, for sure. And I take all that information and we use that to guide them to make better choices when it comes to food, implementing stress management techniques, because that can really affect your health as well. And it can add to weight gain.
Yeah.
And then I also offer group coaching sessions because some people want that support system in place and have people going through the same journey with them because that can be really motivating and inspiring to them.
So if you did like a group session or something, I'm assuming you'd be able to use the same technology that we are right here. Set up like a Zoom call, and then everybody can kind of get together, and you can kind of coach everybody all at once, right?
Yeah, and it's really fantastic because I can help guide and coach people and connect people with each other from all over the country, all over the world. I've had people from Canada and Texas. I mean, they're all over and they come together and it's just we're from different areas and different have different stories, but we're all come together for the same journey.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, yeah, it's really
I know,
fun.
like, like for me personally, the biggest thing that I have issues are being held accountable for what I eat and what I don't eat.
Hmm.
I have a tendency of picking up really bad foods, and then I feel crappy afterwards and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. And that's pretty typical. We live, here in America, we live the fast-paced lifestyle with work and with doing all of the things with our kids, right? Kids are into so many different activities, and if you got
Like
more,
hockey in our case.
yes, hockey just becomes your life. You have no life if you're part of the hockey life, right?
It's funny here because we talk about that here, and I know you're in the same boat as I am here, but we really promote our kids' good health so they perform on the ice.
Yes, yes,
They exercise, they eat right, and or well, we always try to make them eat right.
right.
We tend to forget about ourselves,
Yeah, our health usually goes to the back burner when we're focusing on the kids. And a great
right?
way to help implement more of a family health system in your life is
Mm.
to, meal plan ahead. And we had talked about this briefly yesterday about how just keeping it very simple, just look for simple proteins like salmon or chicken or
Right.
steak, and then pairing it up with a veggie and just putting it on a sheet pan and sticking it in the oven, and it's a sheet pan meal and it's very easy and you're not multitasking and segment cooking. You've just got everything right there on a sheet pan and pull it out of the oven and you're ready for dinner. And it's like 30 minutes.
So maybe that's something that you could do as a family.
Yes,
where
absolutely.
everybody just kind of like says, okay, we want this protein, chicken, say for instance,
Yep.
and we want this vegetable, and we want this. I remember you spoke a little bit about healthy fats
Yes.
and everything. So what were some examples of that again?
So some of your healthy fats are going to be like cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And with olive oil, you don't want to heat it to high temperatures because it breaks down all of those fragile fatty acids that are in it. It's great for lightly sauteing or like putting it into a sauce, right? You know all about that, putting it into a sauce on a low simmer.
Right.
But high temperature fats that are healthy are going to be things like coconut oil, ghee, which is a clarified butter. You could even use bacon fat, cook your eggs in bacon fat. And although it sounds counterintuitive and goes against everything that we've been taught our entire
life, exactly.
Fats don't make you fat. So, and we're seeing that shift in that mentality with the keto diet right now, right? People are losing weight, people are reclaiming their health, and it's by increasing the amount of fats that they're taking in.
So really, like bacon fat can actually have some benefits to it.
Yes, absolutely. And it's all about quality, right? So you want to look for bacon that's been pastured, that's uncured, because the nitrates and the nitrites that are in cured bacon can cause some increase your cardiovascular risk.
Right.
So higher quality fats, it's all about quality, not quantity. So when you get those quality fats into your diet, it really helps support your health and your immune system.
So like, if we come home with my wife Rose and I, we're both coming home from work, and well, I've been working at home all the time because I can't go out right now until the minimum of May 15th.
Right.
But after that, hopefully I'll be able to get out there and start showing houses again and listing homes again and all that kind of good stuff. But in the meantime, like if we just did like a 15-minute preparation of a protein, a vegetable, a healthy fat, and put it, like you said, put it on a sheet, throw it in the oven, and 30 minutes later, dinner is served. And then that way it's easy, it's healthy, and everything. So I think that's great, because I know, like with me, if I don't eat healthy, I feel like crap.
Yes. Yeah, it's a direct effect of what you're putting into your body. If you're fueling it with crap, you're literally going to feel like crap, right?
That's a great way to put it. It really is. And I know, like in my business, I mean, I need to really, when I'm with clients, I need to be on it. I need to be feeling good. And I've even noticed that whenever I eat really well, I just seem to be able to perform it at a higher level, really. I'm not tired. I'm not like dragging myself through homes, and
that makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense. You're giving your body the nutrients it needs to convert to energy. When we give our body the bad foods, the bad choices that we make, your body's not able to convert that into energy. So that explains the low energy, the fatigue, the brain fog that comes along with eating a poor quality diet. Body doesn't want to use it as fuel. It's trying to protect and preserve, right? So what it does is end up storing those bad fats, those bad proteins and things that we're putting into our body into fat cells, because fat cells actually help protect. When we store toxins in the fat cells, it's actually protecting you in the long run.
Right. So how can people get a hold of you? What's the best way to reach out to you to get your advice and everything?
Sure. So the best way to get a hold of me is by phone. And I've got my phone number right there right next to my name there. It's going to be 749265330.
Okay.
And I also have a website with all of my contact info, and you can go on there and subscribe to my newsletter and have access, an access link to my Facebook group. And that website is ccfunctionalnutrition.com.
CC, that's for Cassie Carpenter.
Yep.
Functional Nutrition, right?
Yep.
.com.
Yep, correct.
Okay. What I'll do here when I post this on my Facebook page and other social medias, I'll make sure to include a link there, so that people can click on it and reach out to you then that way.
Great. So I've got a question for you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
to know how this whole stay in place, stay at home shelter has affected you, because you've talked about being, working from home. And to me, when I think about a realtor, it's like, oh, they're showing homes, but obviously you're not able to do that in person now. So how have you made shifts to accommodate your clients?
Well, it's all about virtual now. Everything is all virtual reality. And, what we're seeing here is that homes that have good, high quality virtual tours attached to them and on the local MLS, and they get sent out to like the Zillows, the Realtor.coms and everything. Those are the ones that are getting the big hits. And what happens is that if I see a property, that looks really good, I'll make sure to send it to my buyers or sellers or whatever the case may be. And then we'll just kind of tour it together online.
Oh, fun. That's fun.
Yeah, it works out pretty well. And so if they think that it's something that they may be interested in, what I've just been encouraging them to do is see if we could get it right now, because you can get a great deal right now. Sellers are a lot more flexible on pricing at this time. And you can do that by, submitting something over to the sellers to see if they'll take it. And if they take it, then you can have your inspector go on in there, inspect the house, and hopefully by that time comes up, then the quarantine will be somewhat limited to where the buyers can actually go in there at the first time to go see it. And if they don't like it at that point, then you can always back out of the contract and get your money back. So I think that's kind of the way it's probably all going to start trending right now. Is it's all going to be virtual, virtual tours and the whole bit. So
that sounds awesome, because I know when I was looking to buy a home, 8-9 years ago, to go in person to check all these homes out, and it took up so much time because I'd have to do it during my lunch break, after work, or before work. And so I think that just fits into people's busy lifestyles.
Yeah, I think so. And I think once it starts getting even back to normal again, I really think that this trend of virtual tours is going to continue. And I think it'll actually help a lot of potential buyers and sellers, for that matter, because then what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to physically go into the home and do a virtual tour with them via Zoom or Skype or FaceTime live, whatever, while they're at work, or they can even be out of the country for that matter. And I'll be walking through the house just as if I would be with them. And they'll really get to see it. So if they say, well, hey, check out that cupboard over there, I want to see how big it is, I can just walk right over there and zoom in on it.
And they
can
cool,
yeah. So I think that's kind of the way that things appear to be going. And I think we're even going to start seeing real estate where people are going to it'll become more natural to buy property online, like this, kind of like, the world of Amazon, buying stuff on Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's where it's all going, and as far as paperwork, it's all done online now too. So I think that in the end, I think the real estate industry is actually going to come out a little stronger. I really do.
Sounds like it. Yeah, you guys are allowing for a lot of flexibility, so that's great.
Well, realtors tend to be pretty creative people. All right, Cassie. Well, listen, I really appreciate the time and everything. And, if you found this interesting, you want to hear more information, contact Cassie. And of course, if you have a question about real estate, give me a call. My number is right there too. It's 734-395-6533. Happy to answer any questions. And I'm sure we'll be talking again here fairly soon. You never know. If not, I'll see you at the rink, right, Cassie?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Jim.
All right. You take care then, all right?
All right. You do the same. Bye.
All right. We'll see you. Bye-bye.